Welcome everyone, this is AndresRestart, and today we are talking about the upcoming live-action Legend of Zelda movie. There is a movie in the works, it was confirmed a few months ago, but outside of that, we don't know that much. However, recently, there have been a few different things that have happened that could be some interesting teases for the actual movie. Some of which are coming from the director of the movie, Wes Ball, so that's probably a pretty good sign of it having something to actually do with the movie. But then another that just happened is this interesting post from actor and wrestler John Cena. So, what's going on? Well, that's what we're going to get into today. But before going forward, let me point out that we are aiming for a goal of 40,000 subscribers, so if you do enjoy my content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. So there's actually several different things that have been said by Wes Ball that I think are really interesting for the Zelda movie. But before getting into that, I want to tackle this John Cena situation because, well, it's the most recent thing. So basically, John Cena posted this 8-bit version of Link on his Instagram, and now a whole bunch of people are thinking, oh man, John Cena is going to be in the live-action The Legend of Zelda movie. And in reality, we do not know if he's going to be in the movie or not. But if I have to tell you what I think it is, it's probably not that. Why? Well, John Cena is actually a well-known Nintendo fan. He's partnered with Nintendo before to market the Switch, for example. He actually posts about Nintendo with some level of regularity on his Instagram. And when we take a look at his Instagram, nothing there is super substantial. It's all very cryptic or for fun, and it's all over the place. So this idea that this one time he posts about something Zelda related, it has to do with him playing a role in the Zelda movie, I wouldn't say is the case, because what about all the other times he's posted about Nintendo? Has that meant anything? We're not sure. Probably not having to do with a role in a big live-action movie. And what some people are actually thinking this is related to is WrestleMania and Cody Rhodes, because apparently that's going on right now, and Cody Rhodes is a really big Zelda fan. So given John Cena's connection to the wrestling world, this seems like a pretty plausible reason to make this post related to Zelda. So I don't think this post has anything to do with John Cena being a part of the movie. But hypothetically speaking, what if John Cena were to be part of the movie? Who would he play as? Link? Something tells me that would not be the case. Just because, typically, Nintendo doesn't like to portray Link as a really big, muscular kind of dude. So, I don't think that's what they would go for. Now, maybe John Cena could play as someone who has a pretty big, muscular build. That's possible, perhaps a Goron, perhaps some other kind of important character. Some people might suggest Ganondorf. I don't quite think they would go in that direction. Some others have joked around about the idea of him playing as Tingle, which would be funny, but also definitely very different from the typical portrayal of Tingle. Personally, I just don't think John Cena is going to be part of this Zelda movie, and that's it. He's just a fan, and sometimes you're going to see references to different Nintendo things from him, because he's a fan. With that out of the way though, let's now talk about what Wes Ball, the director of the Zelda movie, has to say about this upcoming project. So this is what he was most recently quoted as saying. I have this awesome idea. I've been thinking about it for a long freaking time of how cool a Zelda movie would be. I want to fulfill people's greatest desires. I know it's important, this Zelda franchise to people, and I want it to be a serious movie. A real movie that can give people an escape. I want to live in that world. That's the thing I want to create. It's going to feel like something real. Something serious and cool, but fun and whimsical. Many people have expressed doubts in Wes Ball's ability to make a proper Zelda movie. But considering what he's done with the Planet of the Apes movies, I think he's definitely shown a solid pedigree here. And with these actual words here, it seems like he gets it. Because Zelda is a combination of serious and cool, but also fun and whimsical. I think those are some really good adjectives to describe what Zelda is about. Because yes, the Zelda games are about these grand epic adventures, and there are these serious beats throughout the story and the world. But at the same time, there are many other moments where things are simply fun and whimsical. The Zelda games tend to provide a pretty solid marriage of these different ideas, and that's what Wes Ball is trying to do here. He's trying to create a world that feels Zelda, a Zelda world that we want to be a part of. We know Wes Ball is a Zelda fan, and that's a great starting point just right there, being a true, proper Zelda fan. And these words we're hearing here further cement that idea. And not only that he's a Zelda fan, but he's a Zelda fan that gets it and understands, at least to an extent, what makes Zelda Zelda. Now, with the input from Nintendo like Eiji Aonuma and Shigeru Miyamoto, I'm sure that they'll do an even better job of making this feel like a proper Zelda entry. Of course, many fans are not happy that Nintendo's going in a live-action direction. I think the live-action direction has a higher potential to reach a larger audience, but it's also a riskier move. It's going to be tougher to get it just right. Fortunately though, Wes Ball has also said something about this if we go a little bit further back in time. This article is from back in December. He described his vision of the movie as this awesome fantasy adventure movie that isn't like Lord of the Rings, it's its own thing. I've always said I would love to see a live-action Miyazaki. That wonder and whimsy that he brings to things, I would love to see something like that. So here again, Wes Ball is talking about this whimsical nature we see in the Zelda movies. But then he also makes sure to mention that this isn't so much like Lord of the Rings, but hopefully more so like something like a live-action Miyazaki. So Miyazaki is the director of Studio Ghibli, and many Zelda fans have wanted Studio Ghibli to be the ones behind a Zelda movie. Of course, that would be an animated Zelda movie, but there are many Studio Ghibli films that feel very Zelda. So when we hear Wes Ball talking about he wants to make a live-action Miyazaki, it's hard to envision that, but it sounds like he's doing what we want while also doing what Nintendo wants him to do. So I'm personally very excited to see what comes of this movie. It's probably going to be a while before we get any solid info on it, but it is exciting to think about what Wes Ball may have in store for this serious but also fun and whimsical movie. And as for John Cena, he might just be someone that enjoys the movie as an audience member, like most of us. But we shall see. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments below. This is AndresRestart. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I'll see you all really soon. Take care. Bye.